sound clip listed under?
Drum roll fail.
Oh, okay.
You wanted surprises. That's why I didn't play it.
Oh, well, he already told me about it. So Kevin ruined this.
We are live. I meant for everybody, not for us. We need to know. Okay, let's do this.
Go ahead, Como. Tell everybody our business. Are we live?
I mentioned it on Twitter.
What else of our business have you put out there for the world?
Did you post that video of me?
Oh.
Reaction video.
GoNintendo podcast, Webisode 751, the Jupiter podcast. It's a spider, but it looks like Jupiter.
It's a planet,
but I don't think
that soars through the sky.
Jupiter. It's a Jupiter.
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 Mom Brain, can you tell us about Jupiter, please?
Mm-hmm.
Drops of Jupiter, something but hey.
Huh?
Wait, that's just what you want me to read right there?
You better be careful singing songs like that. You're gonna get.
I don't
hit.
think I want
Listen,
drops of Jupiter in my
If
hair.
there's one thing we know about this podcast, it's that we're all big train fans.
It crawls.
Huge.
It crawls into the land in search
Better
of
than
food.
the Beatles.
Its water bubble allows it to breathe and protects its soft head.
Thanks, Mom Brain. What number is it? What type is it?
Know what I mean?
It's a water bug type. And what else did you want to know?
Number 751.
Oh,
What else
wait.
does it say there?
So dew, like water dew.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
8 pounds and
I'm impressed.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
You got it.
Thank you for telling us
For
about
those of you
Jupiter.
who are looking to get in on the live show, obviously it took a little bit longer than we expected. And I think the live show is going to be a little bit quiet today. But for those of you who are joining live, thank you so much. Nintendo, Colma, Toad64. Did I say Autumnal Blake? I must have. Giant Reggie. Those of you who are stopping in, Roth, just to say much. Doom Eternal, I see that you were here and you couldn't hang. Rob, Ice, whoever else. BagelNet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're doing a late night show because Nikki Hill was like, I gotta work tomorrow, so can we do it? And I said, yeah. And then we also ordered a bidet attachment for our toilet because I figured we'd start off the new year with the cleanest buttholes possible. But unfortunately, the 10-minute installation did not clock in correctly.
Who was that 10 minutes for?
Went a little overtime.
Right?
Professional plumber.
That's 10 minutes for like new construction work. Like everything is there. You just have to connect it.
Yeah.
Somebody already came through and prepped it for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It did not take that long. And then obviously there were leaks that had to be taken care of. And there are still leaks now. But
Leaks with the
I would-
plumbing.
Mom Brain
I would
is
call those drips.
Mom Brain is confident that these can be easily taken care of. So
So new year, new butthole.
that's right.
And I'm going to tell you,
New year, new rear.
There
I've
you go.
tried
Happy
it,
New Rears.
and I'm already a convert.
How did it make you feel, Mom Brain? Kirby, I want you to play something specific on the soundboard. How did it make you feel, Mom Brain?
Is she gonna say
I was
something?
looking for the Mariah Carey sound clip.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, you really gotta. How about baby locks and doors?
that would work too, actually.
Mom Brain, scale 1 to 10. How did it make you feel, honestly?
12.
12.
It's under like
Wow.
throat singing or
No,
Not
no, it's
throats.
under
Whistle
whistle
tones.
tone.
whistle tone. The
Yeah,
whistle tone.
the moment's passed.
Worth all the trouble to install it.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that Nikki Hill was here to help.
I'm glad.
Autumnal Blake is heading out for a flight, and he wants to know if we can get a picture of the podcast before.
Where's he
goes on
flying?
his
No,
flight.
where's he flying to?
The Great Beyond. Okay, we're good. Have a safe flight.
Have a safe flight, but I want to know where he's going. Did he say it? Yeah, I'm not in the Discord.
Giant Reggie says, RMC, I wasn't sure if the leak meant a water leak in your house or you were tracking down a big Nintendo leak. No, actual water leak in our house. He's going
Nikki
to
Hill's right.
wow.
It's a drip.
Malaysia.
Be careful. Have
Wait,
fun.
okay, all right, hold on.
You hold on.
Is that real?
What's the difference between a drip and a leak?
A leak is like
A steady
a
drip.
Yeah, like a crack or like something's really bad and needs to be replaced. Whereas a drip, I think, just means stuff's got to get tightened up.
I just don't want to make it sound like it's terrible.
Okay,
There's-
scale 1 to 10. How bad is it for you, my brain?
A 1.
Okay.
Like earlier, when we thought there was water dripping into the basement steadily,
Mm.
that would be a leak. That would be a situation that needs professional assistance.
Giant Reggie says, yeah, but a drip can lead to big problems over time.
Well, right. I'm gonna fix the drip.
Here's a question: if your nose is runny, do you say you got a drip or a leak? You got a leaky nose or a drippy nose?
Don't you just say you have a runny nose?
Yes. I was
Okay,
gonna
so we
say.
got a runny pipe.
See, I would say runny's worse.
Oh wait, but they call
Yeah.
it postnasal drip and not
Postnasal
postnasal
leak.
Oh my
leak.
god. So basically, nobody knows what they're saying. They just use all the words.
Everyone is lying about
Like
everything.
if your
faucet also leaks.
I guess.
Yeah, it can.
A faucet does both.
What we need to do is ask a plumber and be like, which one would you go to quicker? A drip, a leak, or something that's runny?
We need to ask the Mario brothers.
If only-
Mario, and Luigi
if only we
Mario.
knew some plumbers. Mario, do you have any answers on leaks or anything to say about leaks?
I got these.
Don't worry, Mario's
I
got
think
it.
he means he has the answer, but he's not telling apparently.
Hello, Rex. I mean, like he's got it. Like I'll handle it. I'll handle it.
We were in the basement, and we were playing games, and Mom Brain was like, "Oh God, we got problems," and then we were like,
Hey, what happened? What did happen is when everything was supposedly somewhat fixed up, we turned the water back on, and Mom Brain opened the toilet lid to be greeted by the bidet blasting at full force at her, like it was a sitcom. And she, without closing the lid, looked at me and said, "What do I do? What do I do?" in a panic. And I said, "Close the lid."
Was it hitting her like right in the face?
Right in the
was
chest.
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like right away. So it was pretty good.
Which is what made me nervous to use it when I had my like entire undercarriage exposed.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not gonna like
I'd be
tear a
nervous,
hole
too.
through you.
I've already got 3.
Well, everything's okay now. Minus that drip that we can hear right now. But you say you're on top of it.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's been a quieter week, obviously, because we're following after the holidays and through New Year, so not too much going on. Hello, Rock, yeah, but we still have some top stories to talk about, some interesting ones at that. We have a story about Hideo Kojima, and Mom Brain will back me up on this. One of my favorite games is Boktai, The Sun is in Your Hand, correct?
Yeah.
It was a
Oh,
GBA
yeah.
title. I
Did
guess
you
it.
play that in detention? I feel like
no,
I remember. you
no. I
playing
was
it
going to say,
there.
I guess it came out sometime.
"Oh wait, I'll tell him Blake missed it."
The picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, everybody.
Too,
Look
no,
at the
too
camera.
bad. I'm kidding. Maybe we should have told him.
Okay, we're good.
You think he's
I was gonna say I believe it came out somewhere around like 2000 to 2004 because I was hanging out at RVCC. Maybe I'd say I don't know 2003. There, the picture is there. Yes, I used to play that all the time, and I brought it with me to college. And in between classes, I would walk up onto like the top deck of the community college where they had a whole bunch of tables, and I would sit out in the sun and play Boktai, The Sun is in Your Hands, because it had a sun sensor, and you would hold it up for the sun to hit the sensor, and that would charge up your weapons because you were fighting vampires. Then you would use your solar weapons, which has been charged by the sun, to stop the vampires. And also you would have to like drag a vampire in its coffin out into like a circle in the middle of the sun to like focus sunbeams on it to purify it. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool, but obviously you couldn't play it all the time. They did give you options in the game to like charge up when there was no sun available, but it was much easier to play in the sun. Colma says, I used to freeze my hands playing Boktai outside on my walk home from high school. I have really fond memories of that game, and obviously I haven't had any experiences like that since then because there really haven't been any games that use a solar sensor outside of that one that I can think of. So yeah, it was,
Horrible black light. Oh, I guess because the UV.
yes, but that's cheating.
didn't say that.
The game did well enough to warrant a sequel. I don't remember how many sequels it got, but the sequel didn't have a sensor on it. It was
We're talking about bok choy, right? That
bok
stuff's
choy. Yeah,
delicious.
bok choy. The food is in your hand.
Yeah, I think I might have played the one that was on the DS, whatever that was called.
Yeah, I don't remember what the sequel is. It's
It was
over
called
there
Broccoli
somewhere.
Rob. Wasn't that stupid? That was a stupid one.
We, I mean, you have two options now when there's a failure noise. Yep. Thanks to Human Fart for sending in the Price is Right fail horn.
No one cares about me.
Perfect choice. Lunar Nights says Colma was on the DS. No sensor, but
Oh,
could
yeah.
connect the Boktai on a GBA to use the solar sensor. So there was a way, but not the easiest way. Thanks, Nintendo. Enjoy your food. Have a great night. So anyway.
And Nintendo, happy belated birthday.
Oh, that's right. I did see it was his birthday on Facebook. This podcast.
Well, it was his birthday
for you.
everywhere, not just on
Facebook birthday. An old interview about Boktai, The Sun Is in Your Hands, came up featuring Hideo Kojima, obviously. And an interview was recently translated by Shmuplations, who does all kinds of translations of old interviews that never got translated before. So go check them out. Hello, GWX. So in this interview, which came from 2003, Hideo Kojima reveals something about the game that we didn't know until now. It turns out he was considering a second censor for the game. He says, sometime last year, so this was in 2002, I think I approached Shigeru Miyamoto at Nintendo and gave a presentation pitch. In the beginning then, it wasn't just a sunlight sensor. I actually had wanted to include a sensor that measured how your breath smelled. I really wanted to add that. The enemies are vampires, right? So if you ate something garlicky and breathed on the microphone, they'd all die. And he said to his team, guys, we got to do this. But the rest of the staff hated the idea. Then I could, he said, then I could have had a sunlight version and a breath version like Pokemon. A holy water version might be neat too. Sprinkle water on it and they die. But no, he only got the one out the door. He only got the
Not even close.
I'm not.
only got the sunlight one.
I didn't go to school for this, but I'm not entirely sure. Water and electronics goes well together.
Yeah, the breathing one, while even wackier, makes more sense because it's safer.
But
yes,
it would
I
also
don't know if people
it
are
would
going to
also
want to
help
sprinkle water on
everybody who played it have like lower blood pressure and stuff, right? Like garlic is good for you. So
I mean, well, in an alternate universe out there, in an alternate timeline, I'm sure it happened, but not in ours. How does that even work? I guess that's a thing. Like you could breathe on something that could detect garlic particles. I don't know.
yeah, maybe if you work
Like a breathalyzer, but for garlic.
maybe if you work in like as like a spy, but I don't know if we have that technology available to us right now.
You thought spies use garlic breath detectors?
No, but like the CIA and spies and stuff like that, like they all have the technology. Like the technology that we use now is like ancient for what they have supposedly. You ever go to the spy museum? It's crazy stuff.
I have not. No.
Like,
How'd you get in? Drew says they could have also used the garlic sensor in WarioWare. There you go. The sensor could have paid for itself. You could have two games that use it. Wario does love garlic, although I don't know what it would have done in the game. I guess power up Wario like usual.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
Well, Nintendo, hello, Ice Grove. You missed your chance. Hi, hello, Mine Without a Cause. The leak. I'm sorry, the leak was not a leak. I am being told it's a drip. There are drips in our bathroom because we installed a bidet. And my brain says the drips will be taken care of. The leaks will be taken care of. The runniness will be taken care of. I don't know which one I'm supposed
just
to use.
not bidet. Maybe tomorrow, but not bidet.
I can't do a bidet. I'll do a Bonaro.
When I talked to Droth just a minute ago, I said I installed a bidet. I bidet it.
Dew Michaels just texted me, as you guys know from the podcast last week. Dew Michaels was visiting. He just went home recently, and while he was here, he learned that I thank my Amazon Echo after it gives me information because I feel like it's a nice thing to do. And he was very angry because he does not thank it, and he likes to tell it enough. He just goes enough to like quiet his. So he just texted me now and he said, started thanking my Alexa. She is standoffish because she doesn't trust me, but soon she'll say, you're welcome. I hope so. I mean, after years of being told enough and just not thanked at all, she's going to be a little standoffish.
Here's a question though. Do you thank Siri?
I never use Siri.
I don't either.
My Siri doesn't even respond. I got to check something in settings because she does nothing.
I get
a waste.
Yeah, I kind of, it's a little rough. My relationship with Siri is a little rough, but Alexa and I get together.
Mine Without a Cause says, can you control the bidet with Alexa by saying, Alexa, spray my ass, level 7. Oh, man, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. I guess there's
Alexa, stop. Alexa, start.
Enough.
Alexa, stop.
I guess there's not a way you could do that.
Not this one. This is analog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anal.
someday.
This is analog, yes. This one's controlled anally. All right, moving on. The Nintendo Network maintenance schedule has something that, in all my years of covering Nintendo, I've never seen it say this. Their website for network maintenance says that distribution of update data for the Switch is going to cause downtime on January 6th, 2020. Now, obviously, that makes it seem like a new firmware update is going to be applied. But again, we've never heard anything like this ever on their official website. So I don't know why they're going out of their way to say it, or maybe this is just something they're going to do from now on to let customers know when downtime is coming for a new firmware update. And again, it just says distribution of update data. It doesn't specifically say a firmware update for Switch, but since this is so out of the ordinary, that's what people are thinking. And then on top of all that, there's rumors of a Nintendo Direct, and a Nintendo Direct coinciding with a firmware update makes a lot of sense. But this is on the 6th. When's the 6th?
Are there
Monday.
only
I think it's Monday.
Are there only 3 types of wares? Hardware,
Underwear.
software, firmware.
Hardware, software, firmware,
Mushware.
Limpware.
Malware.
malware,
Spyware.
spyware. You're CIA guy. Come on.
Vaporware.
Vaporware. There's 3 more for you.
So what are we up to now? 6? I don't remember where I started.
Yes,
3.
I would say 6. Yes, you were given 3 more.
What else we got? Shovelware.
Shovelware,
Rareware.
rareware. That was a thing.
What is rareware?
That's what. Was rareware.
Is that?
It
Oh, that's
was,
when people
it
turn into
was
wolves.
Rare, like the company Rare. I think that's it. I think we got them all covered now. You guys came up with way more than I thought. Ah, damn it. I don't know why it made me think of it, but I meant to put the Education Connection lady on the soundboard. Damn it.
Well, next week.
Education connection. What did she
Didn't
say?
do great. That would make a sound clip. Didn't do great. You
Went to
know,
high school. Didn't do great.
that lady. So I got to make more cash.
I vaguely remember. I gotta.
I'm working for an hourly wage. I went to high school, didn't do great. You know that commercial. Autumnal Blake says, it really is about time. My Switch won't stop wobbling and falling over. Yes, it needs one of those stability updates. I mean, look at that. What was it? CNET? That CNET guy that
Excuse
couldn't
me.
get the Switch to stand up when it came out. What a lame video. Can I get a drum
Hell
roll,
yeah.
please? We have the top 10 most watched videos on the Switch News channel for 2019. Oh, I was looking for it to off.
It's supposed to come later, right?
Can you guys guess? Yes, here you can do a tada for a correct answer or a fail for a incorrect answer. Again, I'm looking for the top 10 most watched videos on the Switch News channel in 2019.
On the Switch News channel. What
Yes.
is that?
If you could just give me any game that has one of the Roth, I get that reference. If you can just give me any Switch game that appeared on the news channel, had a popular top 10 video for the year, I will give you a point.
Sorry, I'm
I'm
getting
sorry.
distracted.
It is
Just
very-
tuning in. Any game that had a video on a news channel?
Nope,
The
not
Switch
what I
News
said.
channel.
Yes, any game that had a top 10 video on the Switch News channel in 2019.
What kind of news are we talking about?
Trailers. They're usually trailers or promo videos.
Oh, okay. Anybody got any idea?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Why are we talking about
is
2019? It's so behind.
not
us.
on the list?
Wait,
Can I get a fail horn for that, please?
Oh.
Thank you.
does this include games that haven't been released yet?
No.
Okay.
I was going through the list to make sure.
So they've all been released by now.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have any guesses?
All right. Well, I'm thinking of things that broke the internet, right? Top video
Hello, BagelNet.
from a game.
Ring Fit Adventures.
Mm.
Ring Fit Adventure is not on the list.
Oh
Uh,
man, really?
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening is number 1. Yes!
Wow.
I did it,
Congratulations.
guys. I did it.
Okay. Anybody else? Since you guys are having trouble with this, I'll speed it along. My brain's looking at adding a second bidet to the house, apparently. She's looking
you
at
serious?
bidets right now.
No.
Oh, what me?
You get a bidet?
Need one for the kitchen.
Yes. Any other guesses for games? Just hang your ass into the sink in the kitchen and let it do its thing.
Well, when I came here today, I saw the bidet. And what can I say? I asked Rami, I was like, oh, is this going to be for your work chair?
No, I don't have to get up ever.
All right. So games. from this year.
Just one more because this is already dragging.
Oh, how about Smash Bros?
Smash Brothers is
No, I didn't sound what I said.
Smash Bros is not on the list.
Oh. How about that other game?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Sinking City's not going to be on that list. Has anybody played that?
Okay, number 2 is Pokemon Sword and Shield. The reveal trailer.
That's right. There was a Pokemon game that came out.
Number 3,
Mario Kart Tour.
No. Switch news.
Only Switch.
Only Switch. Number 3 is the Switch Lite reveal trailer.
Are you gonna give us a way to guess?
Okay, sure. This one's got Mario in it.
I'm out. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is not the answer I was looking for, but it is correct. Yes, it's on the list. 2 of them on the list are Luigi. The E3 2019 trailer and the just overview trailer.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What about
crap.
New Super Mario
I've made a
Brothers?
mistake.
Wii
Smash
U?
Brothers is on this list. It says the Banjo-Kazooie Smash Brothers trailer. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then I already gave you Pokemon. So Pokemon
New Super Mario Brothers Wii U.
Nope.
Deluxe.
Pokemon Direct is on the list, and Pokemon Sword and Shield Gigantamax trailer is on the list. So the Mario game was Super Mario Maker 2. And you missed Yoshi's Crafted World, the story trailer.
How did you like that?
It was my number 10 most played game on the Switch of 2019.
But that just means you put that much time into it. How did you like it?
Wouldn't you think I wouldn't put a lot of time into it if I didn't like it?
You
probably
probably
would.
would because you have a Nintendo news site and you want to give a meaningful, valid review of a game when you play it.
I did, but I could review the game based on finishing the game instead of going the extra mile to get all the extra goodies.
But were you thrilled with the game, or were you kind of just like, were you whelmed? Did you feel
I would
whelmed?
give it like an 8 out of 10.
That's pretty overwhelmed.
I liked it a lot. First comment comes from
I
Regnilla.
want more surveys to just be like that.
Are you whelmed?
Overwhelmed, underwhelmed, or whelmed?
Overwhelmed.
Reginald says, I contributed quite a bit to the Banjo reveal trailer, as did I, my friend. I watched that one a lot because I just couldn't believe it happened. Corey Barlog, is that his name? Or is it Balrog? Corey Barlog. That doesn't sound right.
No, it's Bori Karlog.
Excuse me.
Let me. Corey Barlog. Yeah, that's his name. Corey Barlog is the director of the most recent God of War game.
Oh, okay.
And he took to Twitter to share a little bit about a game of Nintendo's that he'd like to see a new installment for. And he wants to see the Golden Sun franchise return. The last Golden Sun game we got was all the way back in 2010 on the DS, which was Golden Sun Dark Dawn. So 10 long years since we've seen a new one, and Mr. Barlock took to Twitter to say this. Dear Nintendo, my body is ready for a modern Golden Sun game built on the still smoldering ashes of literally every one of these franchises. Franchises I love so much, just not as much as Golden Sun. In conclusion, you have my sword and my bow and my axe. I know that there's Golden Sun fans out there. I'm just surprised that someone would like to see all other Nintendo franchises die and Golden Sun rise up on the ashes of them.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird way to phrase it.
Did you play any Golden Sun games?
I played a little of the first one.
What was that, GBA?
Yep.
That I played and quite enjoyed. The second one I did not play.
Mm-hmm.
Tupin says, never will happen. Nintendo doesn't like to have two franchises in similar genres anymore. It's like asking for a Nintendo fighting game that isn't Smash. Arms? It's a fighting game. It's not Smash Brothers. Just throwing it out.
Yeah, whatever
there,
happened with
Tupin.
that? Like I thought they had like one tournament and that was it, right? Or are they still doing stuff?
What do you mean, like an actual tournament or
Yeah.
like in-game stuff?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know how
remember,
many.
like talking about that. Like it was like really set up well for.
It appeared
like,
at multiple tournaments. It did. Obviously not as many as Smash Brothers, but it did have multiple appearances, yes. Mom Brain, this story's for you.
Okay.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Untitled Goose Game has sold 1 million units.
Wow.
You have anything?
Huh.
There
Huh.
we go. That's what I was looking for. Yes, the developers.
Wow, I am
The
impressed.
developers of Untitled Goose Game say that in roughly 3 months, the game has managed to sell 1 million units. And developer's name is House. It's obviously an indie game, small budget, not their first game. It might have been their second game, but they did not ever expect it to be so absolutely big.
So, excuse me for getting all of this wrong. And you're gonna get mad at me.
It's got a duck in it,
But
and
there
the
are-
game
there
definitely
are-
has a title.
There are Mega Man games that have not sold 1 million, right?
That is correct.
So,
What you're
wow,
saying-
I'm impressed.
what you're saying is the goose should be in the next Mega Man game.
That's a good question.
I think Mega Man should
Man.
take a gander over at the Untitled Goose Games business model.
Hey, Josh Robot, what do you think of Untitled Goose Game?
Did you know you can play Tetris for free on
There's
Tetris.com?
other games, dude. There's other games.
Thanks. Very cool.
Very cool.
That cool, man. It's so good. Very cool.
Oh my
I heard,
God, Roth, that picture's great.
That
don't
makes me
remember if I
makes me
said-
realize the House's third game is going to be Major Medical.
I don't remember if I said hi to Freddy Fro. Hi, Freddy Fro. Entropy says, I'll honk to that. Great original game, and it's so fun to be an asshole goose on the loose.
Ooh, Goose on the Loose.
It's a sequel.
I like it.
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
It's kind of like Band on the Run.
As it was
Not
the
at all.
end of 2019, we have another top list. This is the top 20 most played Switch games in Europe for 2019. So not
Europe.
best
Where is that again?
selling. It is the most played Switch games in Europe of 2019. Let the guessing begin.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers is number 3. Excellent guess.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number 5. Excellent guess.
What are we talking about?
I feel like you're serious.
I'll find out for myself.
Top 20 most played Switch games in Europe for 2019.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers was already guessed.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart was guessed by you.
Breath of
Mario-
the Wild.
Breath of the Wild was number 2. Yes.
Mario Maker 2.
Ooh, good thinking.
First glance. Yeah, Super Mario Maker 2 is number 20.
Sorry,
Number 15.
Super
Number
Mario
15.
Maker 2, yeah.
Link's Awakening.
Hi, Alawolf. Link's Awakening.
Not on.
Yes, number 18.
Oh, okay.
Minecraft.
Minecraft is number 4. You guys are doing much better on this one.
Fortnite.
Fortnite is number
Oh,
1.
yeah.
Yay.
Excellent job. All right, I feel you've.
Stardew.
I don't see it at first
Aw.
glance. All right, so you guys have done an excellent job. I'll start giving you clues for the next ones. You got that. Okay.
Gears of War.
Huge Nintendo franchise.
Gears of War.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu and let's go
forget about
Eevee.
Pokemon.
6 and 7. Number 8.
That's the guy. That's the
Hey, I sweaty.
Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey. Yes. Number 9. It's a sport.
FIFA.
Yes, very
They
good.
love- they
FIFA.
love
That's
football
the, is that
over
the
there.
is that the only that's the only sport game we have, right? On the
Switch?
Switch.
No,
They love
They
European
don't do
football
Madden,
in
right?
Europe.
Are they still
no Madden. No. And then number 10 is about kids and squids.
Oh my gosh, that's still a game.
Splatoon 2.
Splatoon
I totally forgot
2,
that was
yes.
a game on this system.
Very good, guys.
How's
and
it
then your
going?
11 through 20 are Pokemon Sword, Pokemon
You're
Shield,
a kid, yeah.
New
You're a
Super Mario
squid,
Brothers U
yeah.
Deluxe, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Maker 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, FIFA 18, Zelda Link's Awakening,
I fight for my friends.
Diablo 3 Eternal Collection, and Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. There's your most There's your most played games for Europeans in
I
2020.
don't want to be here.
That was Nicky Hill.
Wow. Weird says 6 out of the top 20 were third-party titles. Not bad. Looks like Europeans are playing FIFA on the Switch, even though EA put in minimal effort in those games. Well, why do you think they do that? Because expense reports are due by 3. I just reminded myself of that. They put in minimal effort and they see they get maximum output from consumers. So why not fart it out? Like a big wet fart. Give me a big wet fart. Do we have that on the soundboard?
No.
A nice, big, juicy, wet fart. There you go. That's EA. Nikki Hill, I believe you're up. And yes, that is a double entendre.
Just tuning in. I'm up for what?
He's saying you have a boner.
For major award?
A major award. This guy needs to update his phone. It's just, there we go.
Got a lot of windows open.
Nikki Hill, I believe you're up.
Oh, I get it.
Get it? Get it?
I believe European.
Oh,
Yeah. That's me.
that's me.
Oh, the top.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, you want European releases? I thought you wanted me to talk about the top games.
Nope, just waiting.
In Europe,
Just
there.
waiting for the sweet releases.
What? Is this for real? All right. Okay. So coming to Europe this past week or this coming week?
Nope.
We're always in the past. We're stuck in the past. So coming to Europe last year
The lead up for this.
is Arcade Archives Penguin Kun Wars. Believe it or not.
Penguin
Dr.
Penguin Coon.
Kuhn, sorry. Maybe there should be something over that you want me to.
Wait, what's this game about?
It's about wars with penguins and stuff.
Okay.
He could tell you. I mean, the explanation.
It's an action game released by UPL in 1985, set in the Village's original sports dodgy ball tournament. Did I say that one right? Unique animal characters face off across the table to throw a ball 10 times at each other. The winner is the first side to throw all of the balls out of their area. Launch yourself through heated ball battles and aim for first place in the tournament.
There you go.
Dr. Kawashami's brain training for Nintendo Switch. I said that wrong too. Shima's.
Dr. Kawashami.
There's a lot of letters to this name. Give me a
Dr.
break.
Papa Shango.
Dr. Papa Giorgio.
Dr. Kawashima is dead. Long live Dr. Papa Shango.
Dr. Kawashima's
There you go.
brain training looks like somebody could use a little bit of that.
I know.
That
It does.
I'm talking
It does
about
have Sudoku,
myself.
I'm sure.
Jurassic Excite. Last fight.
Yep.
Linkapix Deluxe. What?
No, you're good.
And then there's downloadable content, which
That's
I'm
it,
sure you
yes.
don't want to hear.
Quiet week.
I
First
tried
comment
my
comes from
best.
Autumnal Black, and he says, "Brain age time, baby. I'm writing this at 1:12 a.m. Having stayed up to play this when it unlocked. I got 58 for my brain age, and I'm going to chalk that up to being tired. Well, hopefully, yes. You are much younger, at least in your regular age, than 58. So hopefully the next
Chronological
one
age.
goes better.
Your
North America.
regular age.
That's
What's your regular age?
What's your regular age? Now, what are you looking at?
It's good to be regular.
Will you find out anything on the bidet?
Everybody loves it.
Did they talk about the 10-minute setup?
Somebody was like 15 minutes max.
Well, maybe you guys just suck. I'm sorry.
Was that review from Tim the Tool Man Taylor or something?
Yes, he said 15
Oh
minutes
my
max.
God. if
Perfect. Spot on.
if Tim the Toolman Taylor installed a bidet, I wish we had an episode where he installed a bidet. There'd be like a whole
Yeah.
sheetrock up in the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Honestly, I was kind of waiting for that to happen today. Maybe not to that extent, but I thought it was going to go extra bad. North America, what do we get here? We got Bato Jutsu. We also got Blackmore 2. That doesn't come out to the 6th, apparently. Crocs World 3, Linkapix Deluxe, Nurse Love Addiction, and Nurse Love Syndrome.
We've all been there, huh?
And Ultimate Racing 2D, which comes out January 6th. That's it. That's all you got. Steel Diver says, what a shovelly week for a shovelly new year. Well, let's hope it's not a shovelly new year.
Tell you, a lot of this news. A lot of this news is European news, huh? Not a lot going on stateside this week.
Excuse me. Europe tends to do more of the fun stuff, like the top lists and all that. Yeah, North America, I don't know why we don't do it as much. Also going on in Europe is a special 2020 sale. Would you like to get special deals until January 12th on select Switch titles? Well, you can. Some games are. What do we?
I don't want to hear anybody complaining. They're giving you plenty of time.
Games are 30 to 40% off, and there's a bunch of first-party software included. So if you're looking for deals on games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Yoshi's Crafted World, Super Mario Party, Mario Tennis Aces, Splatoon 2, Fitness Boxing, Dragon Quest 11, Octopath Traveler, or Overwatch Legendary Edition, you can get all of those for 30 to 40% off. And remember, just because this is a European sale, even if you don't live in Europe, you can still take advantage of the sale. Just switch your region and hop in and grab yourself a game. Autumnal Blake says some great deals for new Switch owners. Yes, I think that's exactly what they're doing. A whole bunch of people scooped up the Switch for the holidays, and now Nintendo's like, hey, we got some of these other games, and now we'll sweeten the pot with almost half off on some of them. So why not jump in? Speaking of Nintendo making money, Nintendo has won an injunction against a Switch piracy mod creator. So Nintendo's always out to squash mods and piracy and anybody who they feel is allowing people to play games on their hardware without actually paying for them or do things with their hardware that they feel people should not be doing. Hello, Cooler. So Nintendo went after a hacking group known as Team, I guess it's Executor, and they were allegedly selling and distributing modded Switch hardware and also pirated games. So Nintendo got this injunction. So now Team Executor's Sergio Moreno is prohibited from modifying, selling, renting, or distributing unauthorized copies of Nintendo's technology, software, or trademark material. And also, he cannot destroy the existing modded devices or pirated software. So Nintendo is taking a, what do you call that? You know, a tally, but it's not, tally's not the word I'm looking for. They just want to see, they want to make sure everything's accounted for and see what he's got in there and hopefully learn some things so they can better protect themselves against these situations in the past. Hello, Mike Roddick. Thanks for joining. So yes, a lot of trouble ahead for this guy, but I believe they didn't ask for any monetary compensation in this one, which they could have, but they're looking to basically shut this down and learn from this guy and the team's operation so that they can better protect themselves in the future. Golf Dude says, just a clarification, the person charged is not part of Team Executor. He was just a reseller of their devices. Well, then that makes it even more interesting. I don't know if they're going to go for Team Executor or not, because obviously they have issue with them, but this is somebody who is selling their work, so he has been taken out of business. And obviously has connections to the team, so we'll see what happens there. All right, Nikki Hill.
Sup?
Amazon here in the States has revealed the top 10 best-selling gaming products of 2019. So that includes hardware,
The trance
software,
vibrator.
and other. No. Do you have any guesses, anyone? Again,
Products.
software,
Are Mad Cat still around?
hardware, accessories,
What
and
about
other.
Nintendo Labo?
No.
That should be right though.
In the top 10 of the whole year?
The Oculus.
No.
Oh.
Ring Fit.
No. Think about it. Things that people who have systems buy all year. Hello, Shillelagh.
PS4. Oh. Well, the top talent selling, so the virtual reality stuff, they wouldn't really be selling that much, do you think?
I'm just waiting for an answer.
Yeah, sure. Your face. What? PS4's
Did you get a Darth
VR
Vader clapper?
helmet. Yes.
PS4's what? VR helmet?
Yeah.
No.
PS4 trans vibrator.
No.
I said that. And he said no. He shamed me.
Okay.
PS4 skin.
No. All right. So
PS for you and for me. I don't know. You get so excited. PS4 controller. The DualShock controller for the PlayStation 4.
okay, finally a good guess,
Gosh.
but it is not on the list.
Okay, make me feel like a piece of garbage. Oh,
Okay,
hi,
how
thanks
about
for
this?
checking in.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3 are all the same. One is Sony, one is Microsoft, one is Nintendo. What do all three of them do?
Controllers.
Hardware, systems, PS4, Nintendo Switch.
They plug in.
Charging cables like USB cables. Okay.
What do they all do?
It's around the holiday season, and you're like, what do I get?
Game cards.
Oh, there we go. Game
Or,
cards.
Not game cards. What do you call those?
Yeah.
Like eShop or whatever.
Yes.
What do you-
Number 1 is
Gift
PSN
cards.
gift card. Number 2 is Xbox gift card. Number 3 is eShop gift card. Number 4 is another type of card. It's specifically for PlayStation, and it gives you access to content for 12 months.
PS Plus or PS TV, whatever. What is that?
Close enough. It's PlayStation Plus membership.
Oh.
Okay, number 5 is a game. It's a Nintendo game.
Okay, good.
Everyone is here.
Smash?
Smash Brothers, yes. Number 6, it's a Nintendo game. It's about little monsters that fight each other.
Pokemon.
Yes, Pokemon Sword. Number 7, it's not hardware and it's not software, but you use it with the hardware to play software.
What is this guy talking about? Kirby.
Malware.
No, you use this on your Switch
A
to play
peripheral.
software. You can't play
Controller.
any. Yes, a controller. The Switch Pro controller is number 7.
Isn't
Wait,
that hardware?
That's what I thought of. Yeah, I thought it was hardware.
That's a peripheral.
Yeah, I don't think anyone calls controllers hardware.
I also wouldn't
hardware
call
is
it
still
I'm
a
pretty sure I've
system.
heard some people do that exactly that.
Well, they're wrong. Xbox controller.
I mean, it's
number
tough
8.
when it's part of the set. Like they actually slide onto the system. Then you're talking about.
Number 9 is another Nintendo game.
Okay.
It stars a plumber.
Legend of
Luigi.
Zelda.
Yes, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, you're right.
And then number 10 is Pokemon Shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the top 10 of the whole year are Nintendo related.
You're right.
What? Because he was counting.
Oh,
You okay? You all right?
Bingo. Ho, ho, ho.
Cooler says they should do some sort of Labo Lego game. That'd move some Labo. I think that would be cool. I think Lego and Labo are cool in general, so seeing them both combined would be a lot of fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we keeping you, Mondry?
Nikki Hill and I worked really hard installing that bidet.
I think you need another shot.
We
up
were
the
like
butt to
rolling around in
rejuvenate.
that bathroom.
I think I'm still like draining from the last shot I got.
I just need to sit on the toilet and let it out.
I looked at an Amazon review and a woman was like, got these for my hemorrhoids and it's too painful to use.
Oh, she went full blast all at once. She's got to go lower.
Yeah,
And
you
then
probably shouldn't use those for hemorrhoids.
She also said that she's an overweight woman and that her leg hits the turn on thing like inadvertently, so she like goes to get up and her leg hits the
Okay, I'm a pretty big guy, and my leg wasn't even close. This lady is like, what do you call it?
Obese.
No, cowboy. Bow-legged. Bow-legged. She's a bow-legged woman.
She's yeah. Well, that's how
She's got to like, like completely like spread her legs to sit on the toilet. She's like side to side.
she's like a flying Dutchman on the toilet.
I don't know what she's gonna do. Did you leave a comment for her?
No.
Did you offer to go help her?
No.
Wash my undercarriage. What? What's the matter with undercarriage?
I might not wipe my vagina anymore. I might just rinse it.
I mean, we'll see if it works. I'm sure in a few days, I guess.
But then I'll have wet underpants, so then I guess I gotta wipe.
I would at least, I would read up the official literature and then perhaps wipe yourself with it. I don't know what it says, but I would imagine you have to like blot.
Blot my urethra.
Like I wouldn't, when I'm
my
sitting on
vulva.
it, when I'm sitting on it,
I have to wipe my
would-
vulva.
Thank you, Mom.
Is Dude Michael's hearing this? She can say all this stuff. But
I
he
wouldn't
couldn't say.
these are technical
They're
terms.
not bad words. Just because you don't have one doesn't mean I can't
it
say
still
it.
makes
And
people
you
uncomfortable.
don't know if he doesn't have one. Yeah, I would think you have to block. Like blotting is a thing.
Yeah, I don't-
at least a little bit.
I don't even know wet snatch. Is that okay?
That one.
You
might
know,
not be
what is
okay.
it? Something about this seat that people going to start talking like this?
That word I said isn't a bad word.
I it's not a bad word, but I wouldn't like use it a lot.
Boys and girls, don't use that word.
Thanks, Mom Brain. All right, let's get away from this. Nikki Hill, what have you been playing?
Sudoku. I played a little bit of Codename Viper and a little bit of whatever that bowling thing was.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't remember what it is.
is that what you were playing downstairs
Yeah,
earlier?
some kind of championship
And
bowling
then
for
I
the NES.
also and then I thought of this. You know how Pokemon is Pocket Monsters.
I
What?
do know
Really?
that, yes.
I got myself a Poke Bowl today, and I feel like that means Pocket Bowl.
Okay.
It's kind of
Like
have
to eat.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it's a little too big to fit in my pocket.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I took all the food out of the bowl and put it in all of my pockets. I got a lot of pockets in my jacket. They're gonna smell like ahi tuna.
Which brings us right back around.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So that's all I played was those games, and then that other one. Oh, no. I also
No, it doesn't.
played maybe 2 rounds of Fibbage. Fibbage 3.
Yeah, Fibbage about you.
Fibbage about you, about me, and then I did play that alien thing begrudgingly.
Jackbox.
Peer pressure is real. Okay, everybody.
What's the latest party pack? 6
Yeah, I think so.
has a game about finding out which one of your friends is the alien.
You know, they had a sale. I don't know if that's still going on, but I kept seeing ads for that.
I think I got a press release.
Wait,
about
what's
it,
that game called? The alien game.
I don't remember.
Push the button, hold the button.
Push the button.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah,
right.
push the
Push
button.
the button?
Yeah. You have to hold the button in the game, yes, but
Push
it's
the
called
button.
push the button.
Yeah.
So basically, depending on how many people you have playing, one or more people are the alien, but in your group, nobody knows who the alien is. But if there's more than one alien, the aliens know each other. And the objective is to try and convince your friends that one of them is the alien. And as long as one alien remains on the ship when you try and eject them out into space, then the aliens win. But if the humans figure out who the 2 aliens are and eject them out of the ship, then the humans win. And you do all this by playing little mini games, and you can like screw with people's answers to make it look like they're suspicious. So there's a little bit of on-screen action and then a lot of banter in real life with the people to decide if they're aliens or not. It is high stakes. It is intense, but it's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy it.
I don't.
I know you don't, and I'm glad you weren't here for
The other game you played.
Oh,
Secret Hitler. Secret Hitler, which is not a video game, is a board game. But if you didn't like Push the Button, then you would hate Secret Hitler because it's like everything that game is, but dialed up to like 11. So it is extremely stressful, and it's the same kind of thing. 2 people, or depending on how many people are playing, there's a fascist and there's Hitler, and everybody else is liberals, and the liberals have to try and figure out who is Hitler. And you want to assassinate Hitler, or at least assassinate one of the fascists. And the whole time, Hitler and the fascists are trying to pretend that they are liberals and work it so that they pass fascist agenda items and keep the liberals from passing their liberal agenda. But it's the same basic principle of there's secret players and you don't know who's who, and you have to try and figure it out as you're going along.
Is that
Very
also
scary.
like a statement on how like liberal and fascist agendas are so similar that like you can pass that stuff?
I don't think it is. No.
Oh,
Yes, Roth says also similar
mean,
to
that's a lot of
Werewolf.
people.
I've heard that Werewolf plays like that. too,
Oh yeah,
yeah, but just look
remember,
at the
like,
guy who's covered in hair.
I don't think it works like that.
I remember trying to play Werewolf with a group of people, and like it's like even more complicated, like than Secret Hitler. Like remember when we were reading the rules for Secret Hitler, and it took like 40 minutes. Like Werewolf is even worse than that.
Yeah.
But have you ever tried playing Dose? Because
No,
we
and
have
I
it,
never will.
and we've never been able to
Mine
figure it
Without a
out.
Cause. I'll tell Blake have a safe flight. Mine Without a Cause. What are you asking? He says, what was the second game? We played
Push the button.
Secret Hitler.
Fibbage.
About You. We played Push the Button, which is a part of the latest Jackbox party pack.
Yeah,
And we played Secret Hitler.
Okay,
Those are the 3 we mentioned, I believe. Yes, Push the Button.
is that what he meant?
First one was the button game, is all I see what he's saying. First one was, then the second one would be Secret Hitler.
Okay.
But we told you all 3 games that we played. So yeah, you played those. What did you play, Kirby?
What did I play? Oh yeah, well I played the Jackbox games you mentioned.
Mine Without a Cause. The liberal agenda comments were in relation to Secret Hitler. That was all the Secret Hitler conversation.
Yeah, and I also played Secret Hitler, even though that's not a video game. besides that, I played. I got to try out what's it called? Crevasse.
Oh, hold down.
Hold
You're
down.
playing
Thank
hold
you.
down on the Switch.
Yeah, and I was playing that. I was here on New Year's Eve, and I played a little bit of that.
Wait, what is hold down?
It's Crevasse. So yeah, I played a little of that,
I'll
You're
explain.
constantly falling down.
I'll
a
explain.
hole.
No.
and I enjoyed it, and I was I think the reason I was able to get the hang of it so fast is because it kind of reminded me of playing Snood.
There's some elements
I
to
used
it
to love
that are
Snood.
like Snood. Yeah.
Yeah, basically like you're, trying to bounce projectiles off of surfaces and trying to get exactly the right angle that you want, that sort of thing. So that was fun, and I got to the core, the hold down core.
You did. You broke open a core.
And I broke it open. Besides that, did I play anything else? Oh, yeah, there we go. Other than that, it's more Odyssey.
Hey, I sweaty.
I sweaty. So yeah, it's whatever Cappy is saying. It actually sounds more like I sweaty and not I'm sweaty.
But yes, it was verified today. I
Yeah,
heard Cappy
I
say
played it for raw meat.
and I can totally hear I'm sweaty, but I personally heard I sweaty. But either way, Cappy is sweaty. That's all that matters.
He's a very sweaty hat.
Hey, I sweaty. Is that it?
I think so.
Mom?
So you liked hold down?
I did. I mean, I wasn't playing it for that long. It was like maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah, me, Do Michaels, Vitamin G, and Kirby all played Hold Down. We were passing the controller.
Because there's that game that was on the iPhone, or the whatever mobile app that's called Balls, and that's
Oh,
like the
Steel.
same thing, but you're shooting from the bottom up to the top, and you have to clear
Completely
out all
different.
the levels. That's a very addictive game. Like everybody on our set was playing that at one point, like a few years ago.
Well, Hold Down's super addictive too.
Hmm.
Mom Brain, what have you been playing?
I didn't play anything. No, that's not true. I played Sugar Blast on the airplane.
Oh, how did it go?
It was nice.
Is that the full name of the game?
Yeah.
Sugar Blast on the airplane.
Oh, no.
It sounds like it could be though, right?
Thanks, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
All right.
Hey, Romy, what'd you play?
Oh my God! Thank you, Mom Brain.
I don't even care anymore.
I was going to say time for questions or something.
What did I play? I also played Hold Down, and I've talked about it before on the podcast. Yeah, you have a ball,
That
and
was a really great story.
you have to break blocks that have numbers on them, and if the numbers have like little X's,
You don't have to
on
tell
them,
me. I looked it up.
that means, well, what does it mean?
You have the numbers mean how many times you have to hit with the ball.
Yeah, go on. But what do the numbers with the X's mean?
Then you got to do stuff to them too.
You do have to do stuff to them.
Got you there.
If you break any numbers that have other number blocks resting on them without X's, all those other blocks will fall down without you needing to break them. But if a number has an X on it, that means whatever number's on that block, it has to be hit that specific amount of times to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't collapse any other pieces sitting on that block if they have X's on them. What?
Nothing. I thought of something else that I played.
Colma,
Continue.
I see that Audica is out for PSVR, but yes, I'm waiting for the Quest version. It says it's in the coming soon section. Mine Without a Cause says, guys, how can we add comments to the robot with minimum filters while ensuring the crew doesn't know what is coming? Obviously, don't want to offend anyone. The robot is his own thing. I don't know how he learns his language. I got nothing. Josh Grobot
We'll just have to wait and see.
Josh Grobot does his own thing.
I teach language for a living,
Thanks. Very cool.
so I could
Very cool.
tell you.
Mine Without a Cause. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. That's how it is. The robot is alive. Oh man, you went for something and you backed off.
He's his own thing. He can talk for himself.
That was a really great story.
Thanks. What else did I play? I played some stuff on Quest or Oculus Quest. I played
Oh yeah, I did too.
Star Wars or whatever it's called. I don't know. Vader Immortal Episode 1. I want to say that's what it's called.
Sounds right.
And
Oh yeah, and we watched Do Play as well.
we did watch Duke play.
And he got so mad.
Just like he usually does. I played that and I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to get into the other episodes, but I didn't want to rush it. So it's been like, I guess, about a week since I played the first one. I've seen Do play the first one. He played the second one as well, but I left because I didn't want it spoiled. But yeah, you play as this guy who gets in trouble with Darth Vader and his gang, and then you end up working with Darth Vader, reluctantly or not, because you have a similar goal, and at least in some regards. And you get a lightsaber, and you're in VR, and you knock back lasers at people, and you get into lightsaber fights, and you fight robots and stormtroopers, and it's really cool. Do Michaels tells me the second episode is really awesome. He liked the first, but thought the second was much better.
Did he play the second here?
Yes. So I'm
Oh,
very...
you have the second.
I have all three. If you buy an Oculus Quest before the end of January, I think you get all 3 episodes for free.
For free?
Yeah. Or I guess I should say how Lube says it, at no additional cost.
It's better.
So for the price of the Oculus Quest, you get the
Wow.
first 3 Star Wars episodes at no additional cost.
I also played it, and I forgot to mention that.
Well, PC just came in here. Did you play the whole one? You did.
Yeah,
played it
you
all
guys
the way
wouldn't
through.
know because you were talking the whole
Yeah,
time.
you could use it.
Gets
It's
very
funny because we
distracting.
were talking to you too, and you weren't answering us. And
Well,
then
because
when
I
we-
was trying to block you out, like
I know,
constantly.
when we were talking and not to you, you were like, "Well, I don't know so and so because I can't hear because of these chatty Cathy's behind me."
Did I say that? I
That
don't
was
think
you,
I said
yes.
that.
Sounds like something you'd say.
100% did not. I don't know if those are the exact words, but we got yelled at.
I
for
also put
talking,
my
yes.
hands up here because I don't know where the speakers are on that thing, but I was blocking. I was like bouncing all the sound back into my ears, and you did stop and you asked me, like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I'm trying to listen.
You were playing hands over your ears for a
But
while.
holy cow, I wasn't in that room at all. I disappeared. I was teleported to another
You
world.
took off the quest and you were like, "I was here the whole time."
There's a section where you climb up the side of a building.
It's pretty good.
I got a bit nervous.
When that pipe flies out.
Yes, if you had the bidet then, I would have used it. That scared the crap out of me. But before that, like, I actually stopped and like looked over the edge. It wasn't as bad as walking on that plank because I didn't have like the actual tangible feeling.
Well,
all
that
over.
game is on the quest too, so we could do that.
No, I don't want to. But
Okay.
But yeah, that messed me up. I felt like I was a little out of it when I was climbing up things because my hands are doing the work and I'm moving, but my feet aren't. But like,
Make your
there's
feet
only so much you
climb.
can do. It's still not the same.
Okay. Well, I
And
don't know
you
what
know
to tell
it.
you.
You know it's not the same.
I know, but you could shuffle your feet.
But
if you
it
want
just
to,
felt
maybe to
funny
make a
because
difference.
I felt like, oh yeah, I'm climbing something, but like this part of my body was just like
dead.
dead. You know?
You just got really great upper body strength. You
I
just
know.
let the rest of it dangle.
But yeah, interesting experience. Feels like just felt interesting. Do you think I could have worn that helmet the entire time through if I didn't take it off?
Good question. I don't see when maybe when it transitions from like
Into
Darth Vader or Darth Vader's whatever, that guy coming in to you being like in the cell or you being in the room with the cells. I think maybe they would have taken that helmet off you, but I don't know. You'd have to play and find out.
You guys laughed at me for wearing it because I kept putting it on.
I didn't laugh at you.
You guys laughed at me. I stood
He
there
was
for a
laughing
minute
with
though,
you.
before because you were in the kitchen, I think, and dude was like, "You're missing this." I was standing there in the beginning because like the control panel is there,
Mhm.
and like I was just like kind of like crossed my legs and was standing there like I was leaning on the controls because it kind of just feels like you can, but you can't. 'Cause you're
Kyle
on-
was playing last night and he took the helmet and put it on and then also took the helmet and threw it at the robot lady. And then he couldn't get it back and he was very sad.
I tried to throw it at her. I think I threw a couple things.
Played by Maya Rudolph.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found that out.
like the
yes.
reindeer.
No.
Oh, Maya Rudolph. I thought you said my Rudolph. Like it was your Rudolph. I got lost. Just tuning in.
Thank you, Kirby. So I played that. I also played Pistol Whip, which is also an Oculus Quest.
Can you say that on the air?
We have a question. We have a request from my Sharuba. I play Pistol Whip, which is
Mike?
like a on the rails shooting game, but you get more points if you shoot to the beat of the music and you're dodging and stuff like that.
Is this virtual reality?
That's why I started by saying Oculus Quest, yes, but
Why didn't you tell me to play this when I was playing?
I did. I said I have Star Wars and Pistol Whip, and you went right into Star Wars.
Well, you didn't tell me what Pistol Whip was at the time.
Okay, you didn't ask. I told you what two I have, and you picked Star Wars. You weren't like, "What's Pistol Whip?"
You know,
So that game's a lot of
If I
fun.
was going to tell you to play something, I'd be like, "Oh, you should try this. It's really cool. This is what it is."
And then you go to me, you say everything's cool. Yep.
I will say that you tell me I would like things, and I run home and I buy them, and sometimes I like them.
Okay, so you would say they're cool.
Also, the cross section of the A on Serpent War reminds me of bikini bottoms.
I guess I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. He's looking at a poster in the podcast room. So I played Pistol Whip,
I can't face it anymore.
and I played Hold Down, as I said, with Kirby and everybody else, and we had fun with that.
Sorry, what is Hold Down?
And
The music from Hold Down, by the way, it's kind of stuck in my head.
yeah, it's a good song.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All the music from Hold Down is played by U2, right?
No.
No, it's wrong. Okay.
Do you mean like us or the band?
The band.
No, U2 does not do the music for Hold Down, and you as well, as in me and Kirby
I don't
and
get
Two
it.
Michaels and Vitamin G, do not make the music in Hold Down.
Okay.
I think he was thinking like your bouncing of balls plays into the music of Hold Down, but it doesn't.
What does that have to do with you too?
I don't think he meant U2. He meant like
Oh,
you
okay.
as well.
No, I meant U2, the band.
Well, then I have no idea.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of terrible joke you were trying to
Yeah,
make.
where
Because it has nothing to do with anything. It's just
Oh, okay.
unrelated.
there's no U2 song that has hole or down in it.
No.
I'm sure there's got to be.
Yeah, probably.
All right, all right. You know what? Let's start thinking about songs that have the words whole and down.
Black Hole Sun, but that's not U2.
I think there's an
No, it
Alice,
doesn't have to be U2. Let's just think
Okay.
of something.
there is an Alice in Chains song called "Down in a Hole," right?
There we
There you go.
So that's
I
down
trust
and a
Kirby
hole
on
in
that.
one title.
Or
That-
like Cowboys and Cowgirls do.
That's a hoe down.
A good old fashioned hold down. I think it's
I
funny.
think that's something different altogether.
That's what we were doing on the bidet.
Hose my
Thank
hole
you,
down.
Roth. That is perfect.
Hose my hole down.
Hose my hole down.
Holes in my hole
Is
down.
that somebody's name? Oh no! What's my name?
Wait, what was the one we came up with? Derhofer? Something
Ben Derhover.
Ben
Oh yeah.
The name's Ben Derhover.
Bend him hover?
No, that's yours. That's Ben Derhover makes sense.
Bend him hover. Bend him hover.
But him hover sounds funnier.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ben Himhover.
Bend him
Hi,
over.
G-Man, sorry. Thanks for joining. So dumb.
Him hover.
The heme hovers.
So dumb. So dumb. All right, that's what we play. Let's do some questions. Oh, man. Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
You know, if you didn't interrupt him, maybe you could understand what he's saying if you get it out the first time.
First question
Can we hurry this up? I'd like to wash my butthole again.
comes from Willis. Willis says, if you had a
Willis.
doppelganger, would you be the Mario or the Wario? I thought of this because listening to the show, I picture Nicky Hill as being the Waluigi to Kirby's Luigi. I don't know why. Probably because Kirby is very agreeable and Nicky Hill is Nicky Hill. All the best.
Point taken.
Okay. Would you be the Mario or the Wario? I feel like I would be the Mario.
I would be the Wario.
In your, not to me, just
Wonderful.
you would rather be the Wario? I don't think your personality makes you the Wario.
I
Yeah,
fart a lot.
That's true, but I mean, you're not super greedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except
When it comes to my hidden stash of funny,
Funny
bones.
Bones.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, exactly. How long has that box been there?
Like a month.
You know, I just thought
You,
so we
sir,
trusted each other.
are
My brain hid a box of Funny Bones.
I
underneath
didn't hide the
kitchen
box
counter.
of funny bones.
And-
Okay, I
You're
didn't
an
hide
animal
it.
of
And
habit.
Ramit
and you never
almost
go in
starved
those
to death.
cabinets because you don't ever need to.
Yeah, there's like saran wrap and plastic bags in there. I don't look for snacks in there, but now I will.
All right, look.
I
but-
only open cabinets that might have snacks in them.
Exactly.
So,
Thank you.
but there were oatmeal cream pies in that cabinet prior, and you were like, "Why are you hiding these from me?" And those, to be fair, I was hiding from you, but I figured
the jig is up.
that you would know, and so I just put them in
No,
there.
I just thought it was a one-time thing, but now I
Well,
will
it
be
wasn't.
checking. Cooler says Wario would never use a bidet. That's very true. Wario would
yeah.
want. I
Well,
will
it
be
wasn't.
checking. Cooler says Wario would never use a bidet. That's very true. Wario would
yeah.
want the stinkiest ass possible. I think we can all agree on that. Wonderful. Nikki Hill. I don't think anybody here would seriously be the Wario.
No.
I think they would be the Mario.
We're all.
If I had the choice,
I
yeah,
fart a lot,
Oh
But
yeah.
there's more to Mario than farting, or
Yeah.
Wario than farting.
wanting money.
Okay, you don't really talk about wanting money.
No,
a
but how
lot.
many times do I skip a podcast because of work?
Do you want to be the Wario? You're being a Wario right now. I don't think you're the Wario. I'm sorry.
I mean, I do like the idea that I'm an evil Kirby. Not evil, but just like less
Raunchy. You're the raunchy
the
version.
raunchy.
Yeah, I feel like
and
Wario's
less-
like the
less
raunchy
considerate.
version.
Yeah, he's kind of.
Okay.
I'm farting and talking about gross things, and Kirby doesn't like either of those things.
I am so cold.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because he just got all that extra stuff off.
Go
you.
warm up that bidet.
You
I
hosed off.
know. I know. I'm afraid I'm going to make it too hot.
Well, there's your question answered. Thank you, sir.
Scorch my beehole.
We also have our new list of Patreon
Scorch the
questions.
snatch.
Thank you so much
Oh.
to everybody who has joined the Patreon.
Wait, are
and
we
is-
allowed to say that word? I thought we weren't supposed to be saying that word.
Thank you so much to people who have
Snatch.
joined the Patreon
Well, there we have it.
and submitted questions. The Patreon is just $1. If you want to learn more about the Patreon, check out GoNintendo. Or nope, check out patreon.com/GoNintendo. I'm going to be talking. Oh, perfect, Colma. I'm going to be talking about I don't know, things to come on the Patreon this coming week because we're starting a new year and it's time to come out with some new ideas. But today's question comes from the Ms. CB. He says, I know a lot of people say it's hard to maintain hobbies like gaming as you get older, but I found myself drawn towards gaming as I get older, especially now that my kids are old enough to enjoy it too. That brings me to my question. Podcast crew, how do you make time for games, or do you? And secondly, RMC, how do you manage such a large gaming backlog with such a busy schedule managing the site? Well, let's go one question at a time. How do you make time for games, or do you?
I play a lot of games in the summer when I don't have a regular school schedule.
I play a lot of games very late at night because I have the most free time then.
I've been commuting with another person, carpooling, and so I was trying to play games while that other person was driving. Other than that, I try to get it in when I have a break in my work because my work is like it's a very heavy schedule, and then I have a lot of time off sometimes. Unfortunately, I haven't been very successful with keeping up with that though. But that's when I play. How about you, Kirby?
Kirby, when you or whatever, do you play games?
Yes, sometimes. Next question.
I think we all just sneak in time wherever we can. Like you were playing Mario earlier today, and I played something last night. And yeah, it's not, it's just whenever you have some free time and you're not dead tired, you're like, well, what can I do with this? And nowadays I'm like, do I want to watch Watchmen? Do I want to read comics? Do I want to play a game? And the only one I always make sure I do is read comics because I don't want a backlog like I have with games. So I make sure I keep my comics read for week to week, so I'm never behind on that. Because I know once you let 1 week slip, you're going to be screwed.
Yeah, I feel like my gaming habits have changed a little bit as far as like the types of games I play. Like, I feel like my days of playing like huge, like open world sandbox type games, they might be, well, I mean, with the exception of like Breath of the Wild. But yeah,
You'll make like select games will be played in that genre, but by and large, you're like, I don't know.
I guess I'm saying like I don't feel like I can play as many of those types of games as I used to be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep buying things.
Do Michaels was talking about this too, not having time to play what he wants to play. And also big games he's afraid to play because you forget what you're doing. Sometimes you play and then the whole month goes by and you haven't had a chance to play and you go sit down and you're like, what the hell was I doing? And I said him Dragon Quest 11 is really good about that because Dragon Quest 11, every time you sit down to play, it gives you like a when last we saw our hero, he was off to this town because he was looking for this thing and he had just met so and so, and it like really tailors it pretty well to exactly what you were doing. So you get more than enough to recap like what's going on and where you're going.
I wish more games did that. Actually,
it's great. It's a great feature. I've never seen Autumnal Blake before. He's a handsome boy.
What a handsome lad.
And what a nice shirt he's got.
Somebody
on.
should screen grab it.
So, second bar, how do you manage such a large gaming backlog with
Safe
such a busy
travels,
schedule
Autumnal
managing site?
Blake.
What I tend to do is when I play a game, I will play something new, and then I'll go into my backlog and play something. And it's, my backlog just still piles up, but I try and chip away at it game by game. And I'm sure
backlog is killing me.
at some point I'll be able to get at least somewhat caught up. But now I feel like, I play one game of my backlog and then like 3 more join in. So but I'm playing games. It's fun. I just play games.
You know what is going to help you a lot with that backlog of yours?
The bidet?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was talking to Michaels, my
Still
next
gonna have a backlog, but it's
backlog
gonna be
game
clean.
is going to be Life is Strange Before the Storm. I really need to play that. And that's the next one I'm going to go into. So I'm playing a game for review right now, which I can't say. And after that, I will go to Life is Strange Before the Storm. Hi, Jumblebot. Thanks for joining. That's it. Oh, my Chronic just sent me a friend request on Oculus. Look at that. I was going to say on Oculus, my brain, you and I didn't play a game, but we did watch some WWE content.
We sure did. And I've got to tell you, it was way better than I anticipated. A little different from what I expected too, but I thought it was.
Please explain.
Well, like it wasn't like you could watch the whole, like I put on WrestleMania and you couldn't watch like all of WrestleMania beginning to end.
You can, yeah. That we're just looking at the free stuff.
So I felt like there was some really cool stuff. Like when Triple H comes in and does the water spitty thing, he does it like onto you. And so you're like the water's like coming at you.
You see like the droplets of water flying
the
through the
VR.
air. Yeah. Because this next VR service has like basically all sports and some other stuff where you can test it out before you actually buy it. So they got like 7-minute segments from Survivor Series, the WWE pay-per-view that just happened, and you get an idea of how it is, what it looks like, and what you can do. You don't get to swap between camera angles like it lets you, but it gives you a taste of each camera angle. It's
so
really
at one
impressive.
point I was like right behind John Cena and I really was like, oh, I like felt like I had to move, like he was gonna like bump into me.
It's very interesting. Yeah, watching it like that is really awesome. Like you get a whole experience you would never get otherwise. Even if you were there in person, it's not the same kind of thing because you're getting angles and like
You're so close.
Yeah, views that you would never be able to get. You're in the ring.
Now you watch that pay-per-view
regularly. Yes.
Did you see where the cameras were?
Yeah, you can see them. Like they look like they look like a Viewmaster. They look like half of a Viewmaster. So like the ring post on the very top of the turnbuckle and 2 corners will have like a Viewmaster thing on the top of it with 2 like eyes. So you can't do like a 360 degree, but you can look left and right in the ring and up and down a little bit to see like what's going on in the ring. And then like along like the aisles and outside of the ring, there's like boxes that look like Viewmasters basically that are like pointing up at the ring. So, but yeah, it is amazing. It is really cool looking. And my mom was watching one last night that was, there's some paranormal series that's all on
Big Finish.
Oculus Quest, or I guess any VR, and you can watch the whole series for free. So it's like 30 to 40-minute episodes of like going to this insane asylum, and they take a
No, thank you.
a 3D camera in there, and you can like look around through the hallways and everything. So that's my mom's kind of thing. I watched some of it. It looked really interesting, but it's like
Is it haunted too?
well, that's they take some ghost hunter in there with them to like research the place. So
Was it Zach Baggins?
it was not. No,
Okay.
it's some guy who was like 35 years on the police force. He was like a detective and everything, and now that he's retired, he's moved on to
Is he a ghost cop?
ghost detective. Yes. Ghost Trick. It's Ghost Trick. But yeah, it's really
What was
interesting.
that movie with
Ghost Dad, starring Bill Cosby.
no, like R.I.P.D. or something?
Oh, God.
man,
Wow.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I think most people forgot all about it.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Yeah, Mine Without a Cause. When I was playing the first Vader game, I got to a section with fighting robots. It's like the the culmination of everything you're doing in that episode. And I'm standing there like fighting robots and dodging around and swinging my lightsaber. And I started to tear up because I was like, this is just so cool. I've never experienced something like that in games before. It was very cool. Thanks, Oculus. Very cool. Hi, Doom Eternal. I said hi to you earlier because I saw you popped in. But
Did
thanks.
you know you can play Tetris for free on Tetris.com?
Yes, I'm so glad you hit that again.
I
And
did
it
know
only
that.
just registered
Nobody hit
now.
anything.
Hit the soundboard button. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, yes. Thanks so much, Josh Grobot, for saying that. I completely forgot. Even though you said it a whole bunch of times.
Yes, I really did.
You really did. So, Tetris on Twitter, Tetris_official, the official Tetris account, tweeted out an image that said, play more Tetris in 2020.
For free.
Autumnal
At
Blake
Tetris.com.
responded to them and said, did you know you can play Tetris for free at Tetris.com? And included me in the tweet. And they tweeted back an image of Dwight Schrute from The Office saying, he says like, yes, I know, or something. But now we've had an official
Wow.
interaction with our soundboard clip. And I'm sure the people running the official Tetris account had no idea that I worked for them at some point. But the circle's complete now. We told Tetris that they can play Tetris for free at Tetris.com.
Very cool.
And they responded.
Yes.
Thank you to Autumnal Blake.
Well done, Autumnal Blake.
It was great to see. All right. Yeah, let's do music.
All right. Come on, Brain.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Are you ready to accept
Receive.
my plug?
Are you ready to receive my limp plug? This is Democracy Manifest.
I see you know your judo well.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh. Is that what I sound like?
Whoops.
I believe so, yeah.
This one comes from Autumnal Blake.
Okay, it's a portable?
This is a menu.
No.
This is like a
it's
menu.
not.
That's correct.
What system?
Switch, I think.
Is this a menu song?
Brain Age.
No.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's a menu song.
Yeah.
This makes me think of Trauma Center for the Switch. Let's make it happen.
Dr. Atlas. They haven't done one in a while.
Donkeys is gross.
Yours? This is first party
It is.
on the Switch. Okay, so it's not Zelda. It's
Nope.
not Metroid.
Nope.
It's not Animal Crossing.
Nope.
It's not Pikmin.
Nope.
It's not
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Nope.
Yoshi?
Nope.
So it's not a sports game, I don't feel. What other first party franchises are? It's not a Kirby. It's not a Splatoon.
Nope.
It's not F-Zero because
Nope.
it's nothing. It's not Donkey Kong. It's not Fire Emblem. So it's got to be some kind of like combination game. Is it a combination game? Okay, so she's confused. So that usually means yes.
I mean, there are many characters in
Okay,
it.
yeah. It's not Smash Brothers.
No.
A lot of characters. Super Mario Party.
Yes.
Hey.
That was from Autumnal Blake and it was Super Mario Party. Here comes one from Glitter Bubble 3.
I guess this is portable again.
SNES.
Oh. I like it. First party? No. It's
No.
kind of got first party vibe. Is it a sports game?
No.
Yeah, have any guesses?
It's licensed.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. What was the system?
Super Nintendo.
Oh boy.
Total Recall. Lawnmower Man.
No.
Last Action Hero. Home Improvement.
No.
Jurassic Park. Spider-Man. X-Men.
No.
Cool World.
No.
Cool World. Chester Cheetah.
No.
Ren and Stimpy.
No.
Progress.
Eh.
We don't know. Go ahead. Cool World. Baby's Kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Nope. I'll take it.
Baby's kids.
Baby's Kids.
We
You
don't
gotta watch
die.
Cool World. I need
We
to see Cool World.
multiply.
I mean, you don't really need to.
Here, that was from Glitter Bubble 3. Here comes one from
I
Kyle.
want to. Turok.
No.
What's this?
Wii U.
Zombie U.
No.
Tiger Hunter. What is that?
Tiger Hunter. Yeah.
No.
Monster Hunter.
No.
That's a good guess.
Bayonetta 2.
Nope.
Not first party, right?
It is.
Okay, not Metro.
No.
Maybe Fire Emblem?
No.
Baby Fire Emblem?
I said maybe Fire Emblem. Smash Bros.
No.
Let's get that out of the way. Pokemon.
No.
Not Mario.
No.
Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, good
That was
guess.
a really good guess.
Xenoblade.
Tokyo
No.
Mirage Sessions.
No.
Pikmin.
No.
Bayonetta.
No.
Star Fox.
No.
Splatoon.
Nope.
This is first party
Yep.
on the Wii U?
Yep.
Hyrule Warriors.
No.
We don't know.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
God damn it. I was going to guess that. I was like, no, it doesn't sound like that at all.
You know,
I mean,
it's
I guess I
funny.
could be wrong, but
You're looking at the Smash Brothers poster and the one.
I
very-
specifically skipped over it because I didn't think that was it.
what the fact that there's a whole poster just for tropical.
I know.
Freeze.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
with new funky mode. This one, oh, let me just.
That's what we were listening to. The new funky mode.
No.
That's only on Switch.
This is from Wired.
I feel like I know this.
Yeah.
Astral Chain.
No.
The World Ends With You.
No.
What system?
Which?
No more heroes.
Yes.
Yeah, Travis Strikes Again.
Absolutely.
I heard that little.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Okay.
Strawberry on the Shortcake.
I mean, that game just frustrated me a lot.
Here comes one from Mikey3319.
Is this actually old?
Oh, yes.
NES then?
Game Boy.
Gargoyle's Quest.
No.
Final Fantasy, whatever it was
Yes.
called. Really? Final Fantasy, don't tell me.
That's the
Final
Legend.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Final
gonna.
Fantasy
I was gonna say Adventure.
I
It
feel
was
like that's
Final
a thing.
Fantasy Legend from
It is.
Mikey3319.
I
Here
was.
comes one.
Final Fantasy. Don't tell me. That's such a strange subtitle.
This one's from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks.
True Lies. Was there a game for True Lies?
Can't even tell what system. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Can't even tell what system it is.
Super Nintendo.
What system?
Switch.
It was on the Switch. It's so difficult.
Sounds dungeon-esque. Epic adventure-esque.
Enter the Gungeon.
No.
Octopath Traveler.
No.
Not bad.
Mhm.
We don't know. Go ahead.
It was Slay the Spire.
Ah, damn it. By the way,
From
send
Jet
your,
Jaguar.
send your music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Here's one from our friend, Staster.
Oh, I know this. This is The Blob.
Sure is.
I was just gonna say that.
Great soundtrack.
It was from Staster, and it was De Blob. This one comes from Andy the Zombie.
Is this Pokemon Red or Blue?
Uh-huh.
Remember that. Pallet Town. I don't know.
That one was
Just
from
a
Andy
guess.
the Zombie, and it was Pokemon. Here comes a little song from Jewelry Jelly.
Ooh. System.
I think GBA.
GBA.
Golden Sun.
Yes,
Yay!
Wow, great job.
that was Golden Sun.
That's
and
really funny.
Is that what we call?
That's very
very funny.
came to us from Jewelry Jelly.
Is that what we call bringing it back?
not planned, but yes.
And the very last song this week comes to us from The Sacred Wolf.
Oh well, I mean, come on, I know this anyway. I'll just let it go a little bit. Song made me cry when I first heard it. Do you know it?
Sounds very familiar. Wait, is it? What system?
Wait.
Lost Winds? Or is it First Party?
Yes.
Oh, is it Skyward Sword? Okay.
Yep, Skyward Sword. Fee-Fi's theme, whatever the hell you call her. Fi-Fi.
P5 Fofum.
I'm Team Fee, but I think it's Fi. I don't know.
We got a score?
Let's see.
Got them all.
Ice Grove says 8 out of 10 as of a minute ago, so I guess 9 out of 10? Oh man, I love Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword,
Yeah, I know.
mark me down.
You didn't get Donkey
Better
Kong, you didn't get
soundtrack.
Slay the Spire. Right?
Better. Yes, that is correct. Better soundtrack than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the
Do
Wild has some
you-
outstanding tunes, but there's not many songs in there.
Do you
Yeah,
love
it's-
Skyward Sword so much because you sneak into a bathroom with a poop ghost?
Lots of Zelda games have a bathroom-related thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention enough. I
Right.
can't remember
That's
That's why
any.
it's called
Komodo.
Legend of Smelda.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
gonna say?
but there are some songs in Breath of the Wild that I love, like the Moldugga song, the guy in the desert.
Yeah, well, a lot of the music in Breath of the Wild is like very minimal.
Yes, but
so that might be why.
that Lost Woods song in Breath of the Wild, that is That's a really good song. Really makes me feel like I'm there and lost. And I don't mean that as a joke. I mean that seriously. There's just something about the way that song is done that I'm like, yeah, this fits perfect.
I think I'm just gonna go out and like buy my own copy of Breath of the Wild because I would like to actually like own it. And
Did you play it?
I
You
did,
played mine.
but I still need to finish it. I borrowed it from him and then I had to give it back so he could do something with it. But,
Yeah. Look at it. I was doing
Taste it.
did you look at it?
Nintendo
licking-
Labo VR stuff with it.
He loves licking his game, his Switch game
That's right.
cartridges.
Did you play Skyward Sword
Skyward Sword? Yes.
all the way through?
Yes. Do I remember it? No.
Who's the bad guy? What is the bad guy's name for 100 internet points?
Ganon.
Well, I don't think he's called Ganon, but
Is it it's the guy with the tongue?
yes,
Yeah.
his name is.
Lizard lips.
Girahim.
Girahim.
Yes.
And then there's the big old redheaded bully boy.
Yes, okay, sure. And his name is?
It's like on the tip
Biff.
of my tongue. Oh man.
I'd love to end this podcast with you getting this answer right.
Oh, well then just tell me.
Untitled Goose Game.
Bruce.
Groose is his name, yes. What is the name of the spirit in your sword? Since I literally just said it.
Fee or fi?
Oh!
I heard that.
Wait, Nikki Hill, you know what you should have said? Hellfire, no.
Oh.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Whoa. Thanks for watching. Listen, we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Happy New Year.
Have a good week. I won't be here.
You told me you were going to be here.
Not next week. I told you I'm not going to be here next week.
I thought you said you were.
I said I wasn't.
All right. Well, we got some after show. Mine Without a Cause says, wow, he was listening. Yes, he was listening for that part.
Sorry, listening to what?
There was something I was going to ask about video games. Shit, it's gone. Shoot. God damn it. What was it? It's right on the tip of my tongue. By the way, I think I've heard the drip stop.
No.
You sure?
All right, let's see.
I
if
think
we
I
hear
just
another
heard it.
I think that was her chair.
Oh.
Well, thanks, Colma. I appreciate it. Hello, Spam. And it was cool to have you here, Spam. How long you been in here? I didn't say hi. I didn't even notice you in here. I apologize.
Oh man.
Oh,
There
I
it
heard a
goes.
drip. I heard a drip. Can't wait to drink that toilet water.
It's not toilet water.
Still from
Water.
the sink.
Water.
Water.
I hope.
Maybe I just gotta
Water.
give it a couple little cranks.
Water.
I don't know. I shouldn't.
I know what I'm going to wake up to tomorrow is like mom rain, like getting blown out of the bathroom with water, not from the bidet, from like it's going to call it a tube, from one of those sink tubes where the water flows in. I'm sorry, Spam. I'm sorry.
Definitely use caution if you're going to just try
What's
to
your
do it
plan?
from right
Yeah,
there.
that's what I want to know.
If you're going to try to do it locally, just be careful.
We're just gonna turn the water off. Like
Downstairs?
No. Just this water. Just the hot water. Because the hot water, that works fine.
Right. But to turn it off, it blocks
Oh, right.
the thing. So you have to kind of slowly turn it back. And also remember that, so when you go to turn it off, you keep the water open so that when you disconnect, it,
Flows out.
you can get like there's no pressure keeping it on there. And
Yeah.
then also, you just, it squirted all over me a couple times.
Do you dare call your father to ask him?
No.
This isn't really anything he can help with
Right.
at this point.
He would probably hop on a plane and
And
be
it
up there.
has Teflon tape on it, right? So
It
we're
does.
thinking, I mean, that
Giant Reggie just said, make sure to use some
Yeah.
Teflon tape on the threads. Well, they did.
It's already there, but this has a different kind of washer. So it might be the washer, it might be the Teflon tape, it might be using the
Rolf,
Teflon tape.
that is
you know,
great.
You know.
Ross, that is great. Well,
Wait, what is it? What are you looking at?
it looks like a hot dog or a carrot. What is it?
I would have said a hot dog.
No, I think it is a carrot being rolled into a piece of
Bologna?
bologna.
Oh no.
Ooh, they made the sides touch.
Mine Without a Cause says, be sure to wrap it clockwise.
Ugh, that reminds me of that that horrible bologna mayonnaise cake I found on online.
Oh no!
All right. On that
Whatever
note,
it was.
we're out of here.
That could be. I could have wrapped it the wrong direction. It's hard to tell when you're like
I
looking
know.
this way.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for waiting late to get this show going, but we appreciate having
Thanks,
you here.
guys.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.